difference to the lives of children through a degree in early childhood education. You'll shape minds, help young people develop critical lifelong skills, and be rewarded with a creative and challenging career. Early childhood teachers help to lay the learning and development foundations for children, teaching them the building blocks of numeracy, literacy, music, art, and literature. So why study early childhood education with us? Because at ACU, we do things differently. We believe that teacher education is not just about developing excellent professional knowledge and skills, but about developing the whole person. Our mission and identity, along with our core curriculum experiences, are central to our education degrees. They are designed to help you become not only an excellent teacher, but a confident, engaged global citizen who acts with impact and with empathy. We're also the leading provider of graduate teachers in Australia, and we have a long history of offering innovative, evidence-based teacher education. What this means is that educating teachers is what we do best, and we have the results to prove it. We're one of the top 75 universities in the world for education and 4th in Australia, not to mention we're also ranked in the top 2% of universities worldwide. Our teaching staff are experts in their field. Many are world-class researchers, so you will benefit from the latest ideas and thinking in your degree. Many have also been educational leaders with years of classroom experience and expertise to share. They'll be on hand to guide and support you every step of the way so you can reach your goals. Once you complete the course, you'll be eligible for registration as an early childhood teacher in government, independent, Catholic, and other faith-based schools. The Bachelor of Early Childhood Education birth to 5 years is approved by the Australian Children's Education and Care Quality Authority, or ACEQA, as an early childhood teacher qualification. If you opt for the Bachelor of Education Early Childhood and Primary, you'll also be eligible for registration as an early childhood and primary teacher. After you finish your degree, you'll have many career options open to you, and our graduates have gone on to become early childhood educators, kindergarten teachers, and primary teachers, as well as policy developers, education officers, researchers, and more. No matter what path you're thinking about pursuing, ACU graduates are in demand. We're one of the top 3 universities in Australia for graduate employment, and 96% of our undergraduate teaching and education students are employed 4 months after graduating. The early childhood education courses we offer include the Bachelor of Early Childhood Education birth to 5 years, Bachelor of Education, Early Childhood and Primary, Master of Teaching, Early Childhood and Primary, and Master of Teaching, Early Childhood and Primary, and Graduate Certificate in Religious Education. The Bachelor of Early Childhood and Education birth to 5 years is a 4-year course that qualifies you to teach from birth to 5 years. In your curriculum, you'll be studying art, music, math, science, and literacy. If you're interested in teaching older students as well, then the Bachelor of Education Early Childhood and Primary is for you. It's also a 4-year degree, but with this one you'll be qualified to teach from birth up to Year 6. You'll learn how to engage students through key curriculum areas like art, music, math, science, and literacy, and you'll gain the practical skills to manage social, cultural, and developmental diversity. If you think you'd like to teach religious education in a Catholic school, you can choose religious education units in this degree. If you've already completed a bachelor's degree or equivalent qualification, then we recommend the Master of Teaching Early Childhood and Primary. This 2-year course is offered online and will qualify you to teach from birth to Year 6. If you pair this degree with a Graduate Certificate in Religious Education, you'll also be eligible to teach religious education in Catholic and other faith-based schools. Just note that all of our initial teacher education programs require you to meet both academic and non-academic requirements to gain entry into a teaching degree. Non-academic requirements are met by completing a statement about your motivation and suitability to teach and your personal qualities. This statement is submitted as part of the application process through the relevant tertiary admissions centre in your state. Gaining hands-on experience in the classroom is at the heart of all of our pre-service teacher education courses. Embedded professional experience is not only a course requirement, but often our students tell us that it's the best part of their degree. We have extensive partnerships with early childhood learning centres and primary schools across Australia, and our staff will be ready to help you find an appropriate placement. If you want to study either the Bachelor of Early Childhood Education, birth to 5 years, or the Master of Teaching Early Childhood and Primary, you will be required to complete 80 days of professional experience. Whereas if you opt for the Bachelor of Education Early Childhood and Primary, you'll be required to complete 100 days of professional experience. No matter which degree you're studying, these placements always prove to be incredibly valuable for our students. Not only will you get to experience diverse classrooms for yourself, but the insight you'll gain from your placements will help you decide on your future career path as well. We have a range of overseas opportunities you can take advantage of in the future. Our staff have connections worldwide, and our partner institutions provide many opportunities to study overseas as part of your degree. If you're after an immersive short-term experience, we run education tours in places like Vanuatu, the Solomon Islands, Kiribati, Nepal, and South Africa. These tours are all unique opportunities to immerse yourself in a new culture as you work side by side with the local teachers and students. Most of these experiences have funding support to help you gain your global experience. Alternatively, you can head to our Rome campus in Italy, which is located in the heart of the historical Italian city. You'll have the opportunity to gain credit towards your degree by completing a community engagement unit, while exploring the city at the same time and meeting ACU students from all over Australia. There are so many advantages to studying overseas. You'll be gaining valuable experience that may count towards your required credits for your degree. You'll be enriched with a new global perspective, and you'll be exposed to so many new approaches to teaching and education. And remember, we offer plenty of scholarships to help you along the way. If you're concerned that you won't meet the entry requirements for your preferred course, we have a range of pathway options to support you. This is because we want to ensure that students who are passionate about teaching are supported to be successful. Pathways are extra qualifications that can help you to meet the entry requirements. The pathway programs that can lead to entry into our early childhood bachelor degrees include the Diploma in Educational Studies Tertiary Preparation, Diploma of Early Childhood Education and Care, which is offered via ACU College, and the Bachelor of Educational Studies. Alternatively, we offer a range of entry programs. These are a way of boosting your chance of success with your first application and are based on your personal background, such as if you went to school in a regional area, experienced financial hardship, or identify as Aboriginal or Torres Strait Islander. We also offer programs for community volunteers, elite athletes and performers, and more. You can head to our website for more information about these programs. As a university, we've grown rapidly over the past few years, but our classes are the perfect size, so you won't get lost in the crowd. Your lecturers will know your name, they're here to support and mentor you, and you'll make great friends and strong networks. If you're a full-time student, typically you'll be studying 3 to 4 days a week. Remember, as a student dedicating 40 hours each week to your study, this is your full-time job. If you're a part-time student, it will be more like 1 or 2 days each week. The number of days you spend on campus each week will depend on how your units are timetabled. As a full-time student, you might be able to fit it all into 3 days, or you might have classes across more days. We know timetables are important to you, which is why ACU has just introduced a new timetabling system to help you secure the classes that suit you best. Here's what your studies will look like. You'll attend lectures with about 150 to 200 other students. Your tutorials are smaller, with less than 30 students in each class, so you can participate more easily in discussions and hands-on activities and get the support you need. The majority of units are offered face-to-face, which most students prefer as they can immerse themselves in the learning experience. However, some units are offered in online mode, which can help provide some flexibility around family and work commitments. Now, let's talk about assessments. Each unit of study has a maximum of 3 assessments each semester. If the unit has a final exam, it is counted as part of the 3 assessments. Depending on the unit, your assessment could be an exam, a quiz, a written assignment like essays and reports, or a group project including oral presentations. You will also have the opportunity to practice teaching lessons with your peers, which will build up your level of skill and confidence in teaching lessons to children on your pracs. Just know that your lecturers and tutors are there to help, and they'll take you through the details of each assessment in class. If later on you want to further your career, change jobs or upskill, you can choose to study a graduate certificate or Master of Education, graduate certificate or Master of Educational Leadership, graduate certificate or Master of Religious Education, a Master of Philosophy or a Doctor of Philosophy PhD. Thank you for joining us today. Don't forget you can always find more information online, at our events, in our course guides or by contacting Ask ACU. Good luck with your journey to university. We hope to welcome you to ACU soon.